lost 47-9. Listen carefully. 47-9. Which one is this one? How does that even happen? I need NJ to give me my song. NJ, how about them Ravens, my G?
How about them Ravens? How about them Ravens? We're back. I told you. Now we're back. Ravens is proud. Yeah.
I need you and you and you and your mama and everybody that was talking about the Ravens to come here now. Come here now. Hey, yeah. 4-2. Shout out to the. Listen, man. The Cowboys' biggest problem is not CeeDee Lamb. It's not Dakota DeQuavius Prescott. It is one Jerry Jones. Mike, check 1, 2. What's good? ITALKSPORTS, I'm Mukundi. Let's get this party started. So, big week. First of all, are you okay? Are we fine? NJ, are you fine?
Amazing, man.
Amazing.
On the up, baby.
Chelsea's on the up. Where y'all at on the log?
We're number 4, baby. We used to be 14th, but
we'll talk in February. We'll talk in February. What's good, man? Are you well? Are you okay? You know, comment section is down there. Just tell me, Mukundi, I'm well. Thank you. Fine. Did you see the Cowboys? They got their behinds handed to them. Shout out the Detroit Lions. But before we even get there, hey, man, we miss every shot we don't take. You know, I took a shot last week. You may know this. I was on the YFM presenter search. Top 5. I'm not letting that go. I'm riding that wave. Top 5, nigga. Out of hundreds and thousands, I'm top 5. But anyway, caught an L, man. But a loss is not a loss. It's a blessing, as Jay-Z says. And it was a crazy journey. Crazy 2 weeks. Got to be on YFM, which is great. Reignited my love for radio, which is even better. Gave me some much needed exposure, which hopefully we shall use going forward. And it was fun. It was a great experience. No regrets. Tattooed that on my chest with a capital A. And let's see, man. The sky's the limit from here. But I'm not here to talk mushy stuff. You know, I'm not here to get sad. I'm not even sad. But I'm not here to talk about that. You are here to hear me and watch me talk sports. Let's get this party started. As I said, hey, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys?
They got, hey, man, a proper beating, yeah? A proper beating. But that's what happens when you play the Detroit Lions. They got the most potent offense in the league right now. And allow me to tell you these stats, my friend. Allow me to tell you these stats because you won't believe it. They lost 47-9. Listen carefully. 47-9. Which one is this one? How does that even happen? This is a Dallas team where that was one of the best last year. Their defense was top notch. Micah Parsons, OP. Nigga, he's just there on the field looking pretty, recording podcasts. I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. And Dakota Prescott. What is happening? I have to tell you Dak's middle name. Dak's middle name. If you thought Dakota Prescott was dramatic enough, this dude's middle name is DeQuavius or something like that. So it's Dakota DeQuavius Prescott. What? Shut up. Dakota DeQuavius Prescott. No. Let me make sure I'm not telling you nothing. But Dak Prescott's name is so cool, man. You have to hear it for yourself. Anyway, he is not playing well. And I don't know what's gonna take. Rain Dakota Prescott. What is Dakota? What is Rain? But anyway, Rain DeQuavius Dakota Prescott. He is not playing well. And that is a $70 million quarterback that I'm talking about. Remember, he just got, $70 million. He is officially the highest paid quarterback. And they signed him a day, if not 2 days before the season started, because Jerry Jones just held it out and held it out and held it out. And he paid everybody. He paid CeeDee Lamb, and he didn't pay Derrick Henry, who is now doing amazing work with the Ravens. I'll get to him later. But they didn't sign Derrick Henry, and you can see that the Cowboys need a running back, because Zeke, I don't even know why they brought Zeke back. So Ezekiel Elliott was a good running back in his prime. Unfortunately, the running back is a position that requires you to be hit so many times. It's a position that takes a lot out of you physically. So by the time you hit 30, you are dead. You are gone. Your body, your shins, your knees, your ankles, they all rubber now. It's finished. And Ezekiel Elliott is showing that. They got rid of him, and I don't know what happened, but they got him back. I don't know why they did that. If you've played Far Cry 3, you know exactly what the definition of insanity is. It's doing the same thing, expecting different results, and that is exactly what Jerry Jones did. However, with the Cowboys, I think I get it, because the Cowboys' biggest problem is not on the field. The Cowboys' biggest problem is not Michael Parsons, who's doing well. The Cowboys' biggest problem is not CeeDee Lamb. It's not Dakota DeQuavius Prescott. It is one Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, who just so happens to be the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, which makes no sense, because now in the 90s that worked well, because he had Michael Irvin, shout out playmaker. We're losing recipes. Shout out playmaker. He had prime time Deion Sanders. He had a good team. He managed to assemble a good team that won 2 Super Bowls, but the Cowboys haven't done anything since then. Why? Why? It doesn't make sense, bro. Look at the Cowboys now. Every year, for the past 3 or 4 seasons, the Cowboys have won 12 games. That's very good. Why aren't you getting to the Super Bowl? You won 12 out of 17 games in the past 3 seasons. You haven't even been to a championship game. Pregnant pause. Yeah. Dakota Prescott has been the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys for 7-8 years now. He only has 2 playoff victories. Why? How is this happening, man? Why? The Dallas Cowboys sicken me, because they're not a bad team. Not by any means necessary. Their defense is always ranked amongst one of the best in the league. They got a good regular season quarterback in Dak. They got a great receiver in CeeDee Lamb. Their running game, they didn't pay for Derrick Henry, so what do you want me to do? What are they going to do now? And it's really affecting the whole team, because now they're just playing a weird brand of football, and they can't stop a cold. They can't stop a parked car. Their rush defense is probably the worst in the league. And unfortunately, they played a team in the Lions, which is their game is very much predicated on their running back. They're on their running game. They're a 2-headed monster. They are just feasting. Give me a plate this side. Give me a plate this side. I got chicken over here. I got steak over here. That's Dak over there. That's CeeDee Lamb over there. That's Michael Parsons. Man, we are feasting. They are feasting. That's what the Detroit Lions are doing. But don't take my word for it. Let me tell you the stats from yesterday's game, right? From last night's game. Jared Goff. Remember how I came here last week and I sat on this very chair and I said, Jared Goff is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. Jared Goff is, if we were to give out the MVP award right now, it would probably go to either Jared Goff, Sam Darnold. Lamar's coming up. I will say, Lamar's coming up. A case that breaks my heart, and this is really sad. This breaks my heart. Joe Burrow is playing phenomenal football. Besides that first game of the season, which I said is probably the worst game I've seen him play, he is playing very, very well. He's playing a great brand of football. He was cooking. If you watched that game last week with the Ravens, man. One of probably the best game of the season so far. I enjoyed that game. It went right down to the wire, unfortunately for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. The Ravens won that game. But Joe Burrow is also playing very well. Unfortunately, his team has been losing. The Bengals have only won 2 games this season, and it is sad. However, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Well, they're 3 for 3. Yeah, doesn't sound like much, right? But this is a team that's supposed to be one of the best teams in the league. This is America's team. What's happening? They've lost all their home games. That's sad. You haven't even won one, so every Dallas Cowboys fan must be pissed right now. You've been buying tickets to go watch your boys lose. How you feel, huh? How about them Cowboys? You've been buying tickets to go watch them lose. But anyway, I digress. Jared Goff is playing well. So yesterday he threw for 315 yards with 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. And allow me to tell you the stats for $70 million quarterback Dak Prescott. Please, don't clap until I finish, please. 178 yards. Please hold your applause. 2 interceptions and 0 touchdowns. That's Dakota Prescott. The 0 touchdowns. Zero touchdowns from your 70. I will not stop emphasizing this. There was a point with this. This dude is the highest paid quarterback in the league, and he is putting up stinker after stinker. Why? What is happening, bro? But the Lions played well. They managed to throw the ball. They managed to run the ball quite well. One thing you are guaranteed with the Lions is they're going to put up points. And that's exactly what they did. And if they keep this up, I don't see them not making it to the championship game at least. Because remember, last season, they could have been in the Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions could have been in the Super Bowl had they ran the ball the second half. I don't know why they just decided to stop and switch up the game plan in the second half. But had they done that in the championship game, we could have been sitting here, who knows, saying you're reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, the Detroit Lions. Anyway, we shall see how that goes moving forward. And staying with the league, I need NJ to give me my song. NJ, how about them Ravens, my G?
How about them Ravens? How about them Ravens? We're back. I told you, now we're back. Ray Lewis is proud. Yeah.
I need you and you and you and your mama and everybody that was talking about the Ravens to come here now. Come here now. Hey, yeah. 4-2. Shout out to the.
We're talking about the Ravens.
Listen, man, listen. They're my team. I'm allowed to talk about them. I'm allowed to talk about my team in any way. If I'm sad and upset, I'm allowed to berate them. If I'm happy because they're playing well, I'm allowed to praise them. That's the life of a sports fan. How about them Ravens, boy? Man, what a great game. The last 2 games that they've played have been really great, have been really entertaining. I've enjoyed every single minute of it. Lamar is playing well. But I don't want to talk about Lamar. I want to talk about one Derrick Henry. The king. Woo, that boy is running. Finally. I don't know what took the Ravens so long to start running Derrick Henry. Let me tell you, he had 24 carries, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's one of only 4 players in NFL history to record consecutive games with 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shout out Derrick Henry. He's playing very well. Shout out King Henry. And Lamar played well too. He threw for 323 with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And you know what, man? They beat the Commanders, which we didn't expect much, but they are coming up. They have a good quarterback, a good rookie quarterback. Shout out Jaden Daniels. He threw for 269 yards with 2 touchdowns. That's a great game. And if all goes well, I don't see why he won't be Offensive Rookie of the Year, because he's killing it. He is playing so well. That's what happens when you're friends with CJ Stroud, apparently, because they've been homies since back in the day. And we saw the rookie season that CJ Stroud had last year. One of the best, if not the best, rookie season we will ever see. Certainly that I've seen in all my years watching football. And Jaden Daniels is coming up, and it's pretty fun to watch because they're friends. And he says he actually has his stats on his phone. He has CJ Stroud's rookie stats on his phone, and when he needs motivation, he just looks at them and he says, "I have to beat this dude." And I don't think there's any better fuel than that. If you've had a friendly rivalry with a friend, you will know that he can't beat me. It's the same thing at the gym. I work out with a few buddies of mine. If he's benching 50, why can't I bench 60? Lord knows I can't even attempt. Well, actually I can, but still, Lord knows I probably shouldn't be doing it. But simply because he's doing it, I'm going to do it too. And that's what Jaden Daniels is doing, and I love it. So that's pretty fun. The Ravens are doing well. 4-2, baby. 4-2. I need all y'all that were talking about the Ravens. Come back. Let's talk. Where you at? We outside. And the Jets. They fired Robert Saleh. Boo-hoo. Big surprise, right? Yeah, they fired Robert Saleh. However, Aaron Rodgers swears right hand on the Bible, on his mama, he had nothing to do with the firing of Robert Saleh. Who believes that? Thought as much. Aaron Rodgers, even Woody came out, and Woody is the owner of the Jets, and he said, "I did not talk to Aaron about this. This is the decision that I've been thinking about for the past couple of years." And you know what? Fair. Robert Saleh hasn't been performing well over the past year or two, but also let's not act like the Jets have had a great quarterback. They had Zach Wilson, and we all know how that went. Aaron Rodgers last year tore his ACL in the first possession of the season. What? Literally got on the field, down, tore his ACL. What must happen now? And then fine, this year he's playing okay. He's clearly not Aaron Rodgers anymore. He's not the Aaron Rodgers anymore, but he's still a good quarterback. Aaron Rodgers will never be a bad quarterback on any day of the week. But the Jets are 2-3. An Aaron Rodgers team, an Aaron Rodgers offense cannot be 2-3, especially with the talent that they have. You came through with some of your boys from Green Bay. You came through with some of your boys from Green Bay and you said, "I need this team." And you are not delivering. And now the head coach has been fired. And Jeff Ulrich, who was the defensive coordinator, is now the interim head coach. And I don't know what's going to happen there. But it's certainly something to keep an eye out for because Aaron Rodgers has to perform. Bringing Aaron Rodgers to the Jets was a Super Bowl or bust move. And thus far, it is looking more like bust. And that can't fly. We can't have that anywhere. In any way, shape, or form. We can't have that. We can't have an Aaron Rodgers offense going 2-3. The Chiefs had a bye week. The Vikings had a bye week. Both teams are still 5-0, still undefeated, which is pretty great. Okay, I have talked NFL. I have talked about the violence that's happening. So shout out to all the players that are doing well. Shout out to all the players that are not doing well. You'll get them, Bafanas. And let's talk NBA. Let's talk basketball. I'm so excited, bro. I am so excited. Hoops is back. Hoops is back. Hoops is back. It's preseason right now. Yeah, I said I'm not going to watch preseason. I lied. I watched preseason, and I'm glad I did. Because tell me why Dante DiVincenzo is fighting with Jalen Brunson's dad. Why? Why? In what world? However, I will say I could see because I watched the preseason game between Minnesota and the Knicks, and he was playing with a chip on that shoulder, man. He was making shots I never seen Dante DiVincenzo make. He was playing, and I was like, who that? I know he ain't that nice. But and we shall see how far the Wolves go with this new core, and we shall see how the Knicks do now that they've acquired Cat. And also, I just want to see so many teams. I want to see what's going to happen with the Lakers because, of course, everybody wants to see what's going to happen with the Lakers. I don't like the fact that some way, somehow, we never talk about the Lakers. We talk about LeBron. What's LeBron gonna do? In season 22, is LeBron gonna play at a high level? In season 22, does LeBron still have anything left in the tank? That shouldn't be the conversation. He's a professional athlete, still one of the best players in the world, who's playing with another player who I think is a top 10, top 5 player when healthy. And now he's playing with his son who, well, you asked for it. Now you got it. You have to deliver. You have to deliver. The Lakers have severely underperformed over the past couple of years. I'm not going to lie. Sure, they got to the conference finals last year. What happened? Shoo, 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 shoo. You know what that is? That's my broom. Shoo, 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 shoo. Got swept. No, they got swept by Denver. Didn't even make it to the conference finals. I lie. They made it to the conference finals the previous season. Last year, they got swept by Denver, who got beat by the Wolves, but still, that's a conversation for another day. So I want to see what's going to happen there. The Lakers have to deliver or this will keep happening. And JJ Redick is now the coach. That's pretty cool. They fired Darvin Ham, which was great. I wonder where he's going to keep his hands in his pockets next. And my hot take for the season is that Luka will win MVP. Finally, you can quote me on that. I'm tired of seeing these big men winning MVP. Giannis, Jokic, Embiid. These 3 dudes have monopolized the MVP award. Every season it's just one of them just, oh, now it's your turn. No, I want to see a guard win MVP. The last guard to win MVP was Russ. No, it was James Harden. Oh my God. It was James Harden in 2018. We haven't had a guard win MVP in 6 years. I'm not happy about that. In a league that's supposed to be about the guard now, and everybody is just shooting and playing small, you'd expect the guards to do that. However, it's going to be fun. Thought I had more time. We're running out of time because I want to tell you that it's fight week. We're getting violent. Not UFC. PFL, the Premier Fighting League. You know who's fighting? Francis Ngannou. The Predator is back after being folded like a lawn chair by Anthony Joshua, who also proceeded to be folded like a lawn chair. Francis Ngannou is fighting. And this is his first MMA bout in 2 years. The last time we saw Francis in an octagon was when he wrestled Cyril Gane. And that was pretty impressive because all these years we were saying he's a knockout machine. Unfortunately, even he knew that he can't strike with Cyril Gane. Unfortunately, he does have the power, but he just doesn't have the speed to match him. Cyril is just a different monster when it comes to striking. And Ngannou knew that. Put him down to the mat, wrestled him for 25 minutes, retained his championship, and then he left because he wanted more money. And he's making boxing money now, which is great. However, Dana White came out saying Francis had a contract that would have gotten him more than he did boxing, which I don't believe it because it was a 3-bout contract from what I hear. Him and John Jones were going to fight, and I believe they're going to get $8 million each. And from there, it was just going to keep moving. But even with that, that's predicated on them having multiple fights. Now, when he fought Tyson Fury, he made $10 million, just like that. So what are we doing here, man? Boxing money is not MMA money, not even close. Floyd Mayweather exists for a reason, people. And we shall see how it goes. So that's going to be on Saturday, which I believe is the 16th of October. It's going to be pretty fun. I want to see Francis in MMA again because I'm tired of seeing him box. So I want to see him in MMA and I want to see how it goes moving forward. However, that is all the time I have for. Unfortunately, I wish I had more. But that is why you just got to tune in next week, innit? From me, Mukundi, this was pretty fun. Enjoy the violence.